Corporal, thanks for coming.
Anytime.
Look at all these people.
Make room for Thomas. What am I?
Start in a few minutes. If you have friends who want to come, please join them.
You're getting a nice pile of bodies behind you there, Corporal.
It's been addressed. The Undertaker is pleased today.
Two minutes. All right, it is that time. We're going to get started. Do we have Chief here? Maybe not. We have one officer, so we are going to get started. CP1S3, attention. Good to see you. Thank you for coming, Lieutenant.
Here, accommodating corp.
CP1S3, present arms. Order, arms. A few quick announcements. It's great to see everybody here today. I'm super excited about the squad. You may have seen that we have a few less faces than we had in the past, and that's the first thing I want to bring up. We really, really encourage pub play here at the 29th. We think it's the number one way you can improve your personal skills outside of drills. So we want to see you on King of the Hills, or DTAS or whatever. In fact, we'd love to play with you later after drills or before drills or whenever, but we do not want to see anyone tagging themselves. It's a really big thing for us. We consider ourselves a competitive unit. And if you tag yourself with another unit, that is grounds for discharge. So please don't do it. If you have any questions or concerns, come talk to me. The second thing I want to say is I just want to introduce myself for those who don't know me. We've kind of been running around. We've come back from the holidays. I am Corporal Halls. I am the ASL for S3, and I'm the acting SL until Corporal Zim comes back from his ELOA in February. If you need anything at all, have any questions, I'm here for you, basically. I'm on Steam all the time. You can ping me on the forums. And to that end, I encourage you to read the forums. I'm really impressed on two things, guys. One, everyone had their shit together last Thursday with gears. No issues at all from Chief. That's really, really impressive from First Sergeant. The second thing, no one was late today except for Elmore, which I'll give him shit later. But no one was late with their mods. So you're reading the forums. You're getting your shit done. And props to everyone in the Lighthouse as well, because really great group of guys coming in. So that's all I have for announcements today. Lieutenant, anything?
I won't be there. I'm going up to Tahoe this weekend. Should be fun. But every Friday, there's a Friday night fight. Contact myself or PFC Danbury for further information.
Friday night's fun. Friday nights are a ton of fun, and we usually get a pretty good group. Hurry up, Elmore. Get in line. Cool. It is extracurricular. For those who didn't get a chance to do Battle of the Bulge, I did not. I was painting this weekend. It sucked, but I heard that was a lot of fun. So stay involved. Let's have some fun. For new privates, there's so many ways to get involved. Talk to PFC Carlson, PFC Brady, Corporal Hauser. They've all started out as privates, and they've done a ton of work for the unit and made it really, really far and made a big change. So, but tonight we're going to have some fun. It's going to be PvE with a little bit of PvP mix in maybe at the end. We are going to do work on recon. So I think you guys' skills are really good, but we can work on a little bit of just, well, essentially reconnaissance. So with that, everyone go to the box, and just for this drill only, grab rangefinders. Just for this demonstration, grab rangefinders. Keep your kit as you have it now. Just grab rangefinders. That's it. 30 seconds. Go, go, go.
Lurka 1200 will do.
Everyone got it? Fence, Geostry,
Grab the
Brunson.
Lurka 1200.
Lurka 1200, the weird box black one. You guys good? Everyone good? All right. For the new guys, we have this little thing in Zeus called a teleporter. It looks like a flagpole because it is one. So everybody follow me. When you get to the flagpole, you're going to use a scroll wheel, and you're going to go to demonstration. Select demonstration.
I don't think I think couple. Yeah, I'm not getting an option for this.
Yeah, it's there. Come to this side.
Do nothing.
I'm seeing it. Teleport the demonstration. Use your scroll wheel.
Yeah, no, it's not working.
Stand back a bit. I see it.
Yeah, you guys might be too close. I'm seeing it all the way back here. There should be two. Teleport the demonstration and teleport the mission.
Guys, got anything?
Nice view.
There we go.
All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Not really. Come to the edge here. Everyone come to the edge. Line up. Line up, 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 line up. Line up. Okay. Reconnaissance is essentially two things. It's getting into position and seeing but not being seen. Makes sense, right? Pretty simple. All right, open your maps. Ah, shoot. For some reason, it's in command channel. Can you see my notes or not, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're in all channels.
Even the ones that have like the, there's the blue and the black above that.
No black, just blue.
Bummer, bummer, bummer. All right, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, there's no black at any channel.
Everyone start looking around as I start retyping these, because...
There's some stuff out there, isn't there? What do you see?
What do your elf eyes
barn.
see?
Barn. Look for something more threatening than a barn.
Burnt house.
Infantry
I
checkpoint.
see a base down
There
there
you
at the
go.
road. Like a little camouflaged
That
base
appears to
down
be
by
a
the castle.
BTR.
There you go. Look how in the open that is.
Hark!
And yet we didn't notice it for a minute, did we?
RB armored vehicle.
Where is it?
Rear of the entire village.
All right, all
If
right.
you
Oh,
go-
hold on. Don't talk yet. Just
Ooh.
look at it. Just look.
Roger that.
It's a castle.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of infantry.
Okay, everybody. Okay, thanks for your patience. So, reconnaissance. The first thing I want you to do is understand the map. Do we all understand map reading a little bit? Hopefully you do. If not, that's okay, because the next couple drills, we're going to go over some more detailed map reading stuff, specifically around contour lines, avenues approach, terrain features, and stuff like that. But the first thing you understand is what the fuck you are. I think it's relatively obvious because I've kind of plopped you right here on the map and you have GPSs. But you need to understand the maps, right? So the first thing is we're on a ledge and we can see a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of things going on around me. The second thing I need you to do is understand the objective. So the objective is today to figure out where the enemy is, right? And we need to mark them on the map for an assault that will be taking place. Now, fortunately for us, we're not going to be assaulting. All we have to do is recon. The third thing is when you're reconning, and we're going to talk about this more in detail, is that you need to report all information rapidly and accurately. That means be quick. That means don't be wrong. And that means don't place it on the wrong spot. And the last thing is, and the fourth thing is retain freedom to maneuver. So we're sitting here, we figured out the map, we know what our objective is. It's to basically mark everybody. We're going to do that really quickly and accurately. But if we're sitting out here with our binoculars, we have tunnel vision, right? So whenever you get to a spot to recon, I want you to be thinking about, is that a safe spot? Could there be someone coming behind me? Are you reconning and someone else guarding my back? All right. Fifth thing is don't let the enemy out of your sight. If your job is to figure out where the enemy is, don't just put a mark down and walk away. I want you to also think about, well, okay, I need to keep them in my sight, especially if it's a BMP, right? How many times have we been in a drill and it's been like, holy shit, where'd that tank go? It's your job, if you're reconning, to make sure that tank is always in your sights, whatever the most deadly thing is on that field. Okay, so let's talk about marks really quickly. So do you see that big blue circle on your map? It says ORP, Observation Rally Point.
I do, Corporal.
You don't?
I do.
Okay, great. That is just basically a term for where you're going to sit and just stand, essentially, and look, right? So the first thing I do when I'm reconning is, again, remember, I'm understanding the map and identifying the objective. Where do I want to stand so that I can see the objective the best, right? So we call it the ORP. And for today's drill, I put a little circle here. And so I got to that ORP. I teleported you here, and now we are observing. Okay, so I go again, what do we need to do to report everything accurately? So what helps me, the first thing I do is I find named areas of interest. All right, NAIs. So what are the big areas on this map that are really interesting to me? Okay, so I see a couple of houses. I see a hill. I see a town. Right? Hauser, 1 second, please. So the first thing I do is I circle the things that I find interesting and then label them. So, Corporal Hauser, since you PTS'd, will you circle one of the interesting things on the map here? And name it for us? Kaska. Thank you very much. And what was your PTS?
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's castles and whatnot.
Yep. Lots of interesting things here. All right. Private Hune, could you circle something else, please? What is that?
Control left click to draw.
Control
what?
Control left
Make
click to
an
draw a circle.
Side channel.
That's not the good circle. I did it for you. Great. Thanks. Checkpoint. So what does that mean though? Let's give things names, guys, as we do things today, because just putting circles on the map is not helpful. When you're calling over the radio, the person who puts the mark down has an opportunity to name it. So what do you want to call that? Checkpoint 1, maybe? Or Checkpoint West? How about that? That's more descriptive, right?
Yeah.
CP West. Great. Thank you. All right, Private Elmore, will you circle the other checkpoint and name it CP East? Great. Maybe. Yep. So, Private Elmore, your mark is just a little bit too south. Is it not? There we go. There we go. Excellent. All right, so we've done that. We've circled the areas of interest. We've called them names. Make sure you after you're done circling, double click when you have a dot on. Yep, there you go. Great, perfect. Thank you. It might be helpful just to kind of do it outside the circle, but it's fine for right now, only because you'll see why in a second. So we've set up the named areas of interest. Next thing we do is we do target reference points. Think of these as guideposts, gentlemen, right? These are essentially range markers. They use them a lot for artillery, but they're really, really useful for us because they become guideposts for us when we're talking and making an assault. So you can see I did a lot already. I had TP1, this is 2, but it should be TP1 Castle, and then south of that is TP2 Courtyard, TP3 Barn to our left, TP4, TRP4, destroyed building, and TRP5 crossroads, right? This sets kind of the boundaries of what we're looking at. And since I'm an ASL, I can give ranges, and you can too, or target reference point too as well, Lieutenant. But yes, essentially the same thing, right? They're guideposts for you. And so whenever we use TRP number, essentially these are guideposts for us. So we might say, hey, Private Brunson, I need you looking at TRP5. Get your gun on TRP5. Get your rocket launcher on TRP5. Or Private Elmore, look towards TRP2 Castle. And you can see today that I'm giving everything nicknames, and that's on purpose, because a lot of times during battle it makes no sense. TRP3, what the hell is that? Oh, Castle? That makes sense. All right. Going down the list. I know this is a lot, but this is important. The third thing is attack points. And we won't do this for right now. We will do it for the drill. We won't do it for right now. But it's always important to notate important things, avenues of approach, that if you were attacking, what would be interesting, right? If you're reconning and you see a broken fence or a broken wall, that's a great attack point. If you see kind of a hill that they may not be able to see over, right? There's a blind spot for the enemy. That might be a great thing to mark as well. And something kind of cool you can do if you have an arrow or another object. If you double click on it, you can change the direction of it. There's a little slide bar in there. It's kind of fun. Play around with it. Go ahead, Corporal Hauser.
You can also, if you place like an arrow down or something, like I'm just going to use if you place it down and you already hit OK, you can actually put your mouse over it. If you hold Shift and drag it the direction you want, you can change the direction. It's not working for me.
Yeah, that used to work. That doesn't seem to be working anymore.
Oh, all right. Disregard. Sorry, Corporal.
And then the last thing I want to bring up, guys, is areas of concern. So in Recon, you're not going to be able to see everything from here. In a perfect world, you can, but reality is not. So it's your job also to communicate to the platoon, to the squad, what you cannot see. Right? So I encourage you to put things like exclamation points. There may be like a hidden building or a hidden courtyard or a forest, right? That may be hiding infantry that you think is really important for the squad to know that you can't see anything in there, and they should be wary of it. Go ahead, Second Lieutenant.
This is kind of just basic map reading, but I always like to point it out. In the top right corner of your map, next to the clock, the 3 rectangles, if you click that, it'll disable the textures, like the color and all that, and it's just a lot easier to read the contour lines when you're trying to kind of figure out what you're looking at and match that with what you see.
Excellent point, and I forget that all the time too. And you notice that the last thing I've talked about is enemy infantry, right? And vehicles. And that's last but least, right? Since we've set the boundaries, we put the guideposts up, we know the areas of interest. Now it's time to start marking enemy infantry. And I frankly don't care how you do it, whether you use the NATO marks, whether you use boxes, whether you use dots. I'm totally okay with anything. But please make sure that you note the numbers and what they are, right? If they're an MG, if they're AT, if they're a marksman, if you can tell. Sometimes you can't. It's also really important to notate direction if they're on patrol. Are there any questions, or you want to get to the fun? Go ahead, Corporal Hauser.
It just if you're in a combat situation and you're marking on a map, yeah, I mean sometimes like I did with the roadblock down there, you can just give it a name like roadblock and then just type like 3 times whatever. Like if it's a combat situation, you can't sit there and notate the direction of everybody. You can just put 3 times EI so that way everybody knows there's 3 bad guys down there at that roadblock and 1 Jeep. For combat, if you're already in combat where you don't have time to dictate locations and directions and everything.
Copy that. Go ahead, Private Brunson.
So how would one mark the type of infantry?
I mean, you won't always see it, right? But if you see someone with like an AT or something like that, then you just type ATX1.
What about multiple roles?
I mean, you could say squad. There's times where it's just like there's like 4 of them. I might say like squad, right? Squad size element. It's not perfection, to be honest with you, because we only have an hour, right? If we were like super, super, super hardcore, I may insist on, whatever. But I think the reality hits when you're being fired upon and your job is recon. It's really to just get as much detail as possible without clogging the map. So you see people have already started writing down stuff on the map, which is awesome, right? So you see down there, Checkpoint West, we have Roadblock, 3x EI, 1x Cheap, right? That's perfect. But if you're able to do 3 EI, 1x Jeep plus AT or something like that, that'd be fantastic. As much detail as possible within reason. All right, teleporting everyone back, and please grab your kit. No rangefinders. Sorry, team. Maybe. Hold on.
Hey, remember, guys, it's at a big distance, so.
Grab your kit, please.
You just cut out segment on it.
I was just saying the grass doesn't render beyond a certain distance.
Hey,
So it doesn't exactly provide consent.
Corporal.
Yeah.
Do you want me to grab my AT?
Yeah, you can't today. It's fine.
All right. I'll just grab the single launcher.
That's fine. That's fine.
You want me to just swap out my my rangefinder and my ASL kit for binocs? This is the kit I got right here.
Whatever you want, Carlson.
Yeah, I'll swap them out for binocs. I don't want to be cheating.
No,
You're fine.
I'm gonna lose my ranges.
All right, if all the guests, if you don't mind joining us and getting on 31-3, please.
Hauser check.
Gotcha. Brunson check.
Lima Charlie.
Ready to check, Thomas?
Lima Charlie.
Granted, Thomas.
Oh, look at you, all fancy Thomas.
Oh, is that one of the new things? With the Serbs? Givili.
Ooh.
I know it sounds awesome, right?
Everybody's gonna be staring at Thomas all night.
It's
And
nice
if you
gun
can't
have
see it,
there.
it's because you're not running the mod.
Thank you.
Would be a shame if you went down.
Yeah,
on
look
the
intimidating,
field.
huh?
Oh yeah.
All right, 2 minutes, guys. Hurry up.
Carlson's gonna get, or Thomas is gonna get shot in the back just so somebody can carry his gun.
Warm up if you're ready. Looks like we're already close.
All right, 1 second. Teleporting. Pretend like I can Zeus. Ladies and gentlemen, open the map. We are on the northwest side of the island, where it says start the Isla del Mate. The Russians, we have word that there is a Russian military base and that they are transmitting secret weapons research data back to the motherland from this military base. Your task is to get over to LZ Pancake with the boats down here to your north. Red team, which I'll designate in a minute, will go up to ORP Waffle, and they will scout out the base. With the remaining blue element, will stay at LZ Pancake and maneuver into position to assault the Russian base. Once we assault the base, our objective is to gather the intel. Any questions?
No, Corporal.
PSC Thomas, you will be leading red team. You will take Elmore, Prim, Spence. Corporal Hauser or PSC Carlson, would you like to lead blue team?
Carlson.
Yeah, you
can.
heard the
He's
man.
ASL.
What's the red
I'll
name?
take it. I'll take it.
Cool. PSC Carlson, you'll be our assault element.
Roger that.
Once red team has determined and reconnoitered the base, you will determine the avenue approach and be in charge of the assault.
Roger
Don't
that.
destroy the. All right, everyone, get your colors.
Starting to wish I brought those rangefinders.
I know, you had to say something, didn't you?
Hey, I'm not taking any advantage just because I got the.
That's not an
got the
advantage. You're
AIT.
ASL, damn it.
Alright, let's load up. Into the boats.
Not in
Go.
this squad.
True, true. I still love you, bud.
Red team in leftmost boat. Blue team split between the other three. Red team leftmost boat.
Blue, try to get it all in one boat. If we can fit all in one, there's no reason to grab
Elmo,
two,
you are
three boats.
driver.
Hauser, go over to the rightmost. Brady, stay in the rightmost. We'll have just about an even number per boat.
Yeah, Brady, hop back
go
in this one.
rightmost.
Brady, you're injured too, so bandage up once you get back in.
Yeah, just wait till you get to the boat, bud.
You might need to swim around. Yeah, there you go. Hey Brady, I'll bandage you up quick. Brady, you're all fucked up, bud.
I don't know what happened.
Pick one volume.
Alright, move up, guys. Let's go.
I'm good. Let's go.
Let's get moving, Blue.
Suggest someone makes a route on the map to the GPS.
Blue team, that's you. You're up first.
Carlson, I marked the blue line because that's the LZ part.
Yep, gotcha. I see it.
Blue, follow the blue, not red, black line.
Let's go, red team. Who the fuck made me driver? Blue team, I want you to get in observation positions.
Break.
Yeah, we're not ready.
The base bearing 227-22230, there's enemy EI in those observation posts. I don't know if they can see this far away, but the one looking this way is facing us.
Copy that. Secure the beachhead.
Blue, Blue, recommend going over there to the right, to that little defilade to our right where we can go down and then, you know what I mean, hop up over that hill. That way we don't land with them being able to see us.
Your call, Blue. We're watching you.
Yeah, we're moving over to that little defilade. Just north of LZ Pancake.
Copy that. Blue, secure the hill to the southwest of us and secure the beachhead. Team, as soon as we land, get up that hill and get up to OFP.
Dismount, Blue.
Corporal Halls, just to be clear, you want blue team observing as well as red team up in the observation post?
You're securing the LZ and waiting for the red team to observe. But I mean, if you can't observe, go ahead.
Roger
Secure this
that.
beachhead.
Blue.
Give us the 360.
Hood and Kiyoshi's, stop moving up the hill, 360.
I got eyes east, southeast, southeast.
Okay, dismount, guys.
Go, 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 go.
Does red team move up right now, Corporal? Red team, go. Get to your OFP. Watch out for enemy commandants. We don't know where they are. This. You on point.
Carlson, recommend you draw some routes for Blue.
Was that Hauser?
Recommend you draw some routes on the map for Blue to follow.
We're waiting for red team's observations, and then we're going to determine the best route.
Affirmative.
Yeah, blue team, I get up on these little hills here around.
I'm moving up this hill to the eastern side.
Yeah, southeast hill, just right near LZ Pancake right here. Got us a nice little tree line.
Copy that. Have one half of blue go the right side and one half the left side, the east and west. These little hills here.
Roger that. Let's get Hun Kiyostri and Keating go on the rightmost hill to the west. Everybody else, I want you on the east.
Alright, up stick solos together. Keep some spacing.
Hey Carlson, Keating was already over here with us on the east.
Oh, Keating
he's
was already
moving.
over here.
Yeah, he's moving though. You're right. When you get to the top of the hills, Blue, watch your
I have eyes on the enemy watchtower.
Just don't mark it on the map.
what'd you say?
I want to see marks on the map. I want to see TRPs. I want to see names. I want to see code words.
Yeah. Alright, good.
Okay, secure the lighthouse and get your binoculars into the enemy base.
No, we were moving too quick. They're in
Thank you.
that base that we were looking at, that we're attacking. There's a little observation posts, the little towers where one person can stand in. There's EI in them.
I thought you were talking about somewhere
No, it's just the base.
Alright.
But like, I mean, there's ones on every side of the base that there's EI in. Hey, Red, those EI that I called out were at the base. I'm assuming we're assaulting. They're in the little observation posts surrounding it.
You cutting out, Hauser?
The EI that I called out when we were in the boats, they were surrounding the the outpost that we were assaulting. They're in little observation posts surrounding the base, just so that way you guys know that they're not outside of it.
Alright, talk to me, guys.
Carlson bearing 207. Blue, the guys on the eastern side bearing 207 is the base.
Roger that, eyes on.
If you can start marking Carlson.
Yep. I got a patrol moving near that cluster of 3 houses I'm gonna mark now.
Roger. I'll try to mark the guys in the observation posts.
What does the black line mean, guys? Gotcha. Good call. So, pro tip, those little weird guys with dunce hats mean tower, so we don't need to mark them, but are there any enemy there?
Affirmative.
Copy that, we'll mark them in there. If there's an enemy, make sure they're marked there. We seen any vehicles at all?
Roger that, 1 UAZ.
Carlson, I think we should take a few people in blue and just keep eyes outside of that base. Make sure there's no patrols outside.
Yeah, there are. We've actually got a perfect view of the road just leading up to the base. We got a patrol moving there. That's a patrol route unmarked. Small element, about 3 or 4 guys.
Roger.
If you spot anything like gaps in the walls, let me know. Make sure to mark them.
Hey Carlson, look to 259. It looks like there's some kind of artificial green structures over there. Like almost at the top of that hill. But I can't tell if there's any enemy EI in there, but it looks like another like observation post. You see it?
I'm not sure. I'm not seeing what you're seeing here, Hauser.
Hold on, I'll come stand beside you.
There's ER moving on outside the gate.
Yeah, we got a patrol moving up and down the road.
So what are we seeing, guys? I'm seeing stuff.
Carlson, look
Do we see the objective at all? No one's marked the objective.
Over
We're supposed to
there.
be looking for the tower.
I see it, Hauser.
I got eyes on the radio tower, marking on the map.
It's really hard to see, Carlson.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see
seeing it. I'm seeing a little gap. It's peeking out from behind.
Radio
Yep.
tower mark.
Yep.
Wait, what's this?
Thank you. Remember, the first thing we should
It's like
do
a
is
little
find the objective.
observation post.
I see that.
I can't tell if there's anybody in it, but there is one over there. Hey, Red,
enemy BTR spotted.
Red, be advised, over towards the south, or west, sorry, there is a enemy, like, observation post on the, like, the top of the one mountain over there. From our position, we can't see if there's anybody in it, but, it looks like they do have, like, a decent view of, like, the southeastern side of that base, if there's anybody in there.
Enemy BTR mark on the map.
Red team, are you spotting any gaps in that wall? I want to try and go somewhere other than the front gate when we're assaulting this place.
Negative. No gaps on the wall. Only way must be through the gate.
There's
Roger
nothing
that.
in the
I
back.
see a gap in the map. South side of that, where that one tower is, there's
Hauser,
definitely
you got demo
a
charges.
definitely a gap.
Negative.
Roger
Tom-
that.
So,
Thomas, do you have demo charges?
Negative.
Alright, Roger. Yeah, I just got my AT.
Yeah,
Do
we're
we
gonna
know
have
if
to get
AT
back
will-
to
got
Patrol moving into the village.
Do we know if AT will blow a hole in the wall?
No, I don't wanna-
They
We don't want to waste that AT if we do have a BTR in there.
Roger.
definitely want
Alright.
BTR, guys.
One-man patrol on the road.
Alright, Carlson, I'm gonna set this, since my
Alright.
loadout has nothing in my backpack, I'm
Alright,
gonna
what's your
start
plan,
carrying
Attack
just one
Blue?
demo.
You saw, we see looks like there's a gap in the south. That might be a good way. We could split our forces and take the boat.
Yeah,
but
do we have red team at our disposal for the assault, or are they just going to be staying at ORP waffle?
You do.
Roger that.
On that patrol by the village, there is a one guy with AT. I mean, we could take his and blow a wall, or blow a hole in the wall.
It might
Yeah,
not
no,
blow it.
that's okay.
We could at least, we could take him out so I got an extra AT.
Finding position from up here, we can provide disrupting fire for blue team to infiltrate.
Roger that. Do we have an automatic rifleman with us today?
Does not look like it.
Roger that. Alright, Hauser, I'm gonna want you to take Keating and Brady and go grab one of the boats. I'm gonna mark a route for you, alright?
Roger. Alright, Keating, Brady, let's start heading back towards the boats.
You're going to want to follow, it's the blue line, you're going to want to take the boats and end up landing there. Red team is going to provide some covering fire as blue team. The rest of blue team, besides Hauser and his team, are going to advance through the village and up the main road. Hauser, once you dismount, I got on that landing zone marked. I'm going to give you another route to follow.
Roger.
Do we have eyes on that patrol?
Hey, blue team, be advised, there is an enemy outpost that your boat will be driving right by. It's not marked on the map. If you guys go that way, you're going to get hit.
Can you mark on map?
Can we get a mark on it? Roger, gotta adjust the route.
There's EI on the village, moving into it. Make that 3 EI.
They are alerted, looking for enemy.
Alright, this is going to, you're gonna have to take a pretty indirect route, but we're gonna get you around that.
It's alright, maybe we can take out that outpost first.
I wouldn't worry, guys. Come on, we need to move. We need to hustle here. So let's make a plan of attack and let's execute on it.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes crossing.
That patrol's moving on to blue team's position.
Alright, blue, Hauser's team's moving out now. We're on the boat.
Roger that. Alright, gonna want you to circle all the way around the other island and end up hitting the gap. We're going to come in from the front, have them distracted, and you guys take out the radio tower, alright?
Roger.
Copy that. Red team, I want you to support Carlson.
Copy that.
Alright, the rest of the blue team with me, we're going to start moving up to those 3 buildings, alright?
Hey, Keating, you don't gotta follow that blue line exact, so if you can, try to hug the coast, that way we don't take so long.
Patrol in front of us, find yourself some cover and start taking them out.
Move there, make a vision and start looking at the way.
Alright, I'm gonna pop off a shot on one of these guys.
Keating, if you hold shift, it might put the boat over speed. Yeah, there you go.
Blue team's engaged in this patrol. Alright, Hauser, your team, you guys are going to be known as green from now on, so don't get this confused. The rest of blue start moving up with me.
Keating, Brady, go green.
Blue team, that's way too far. Just, I don't see anything on that. Just cut through the middle there.
Yeah, cut through the middle.
The middle has an outpost.
No, it doesn't. Just trust me.
Roger that.
Cut through the middle. Keating, go left.
Through the middle if you can. Blue team, let's get moving up through these forests and start engaging that patrol. Draw fire in our direction.
Yep, just go straight through here, Keating.
Okay, receiver, want to see rifles firing now.
Yeah, Brady, keep watching that town just for that patrol.
Roger that. Thomas, are you guys going to be accurate from that range?
We should be.
Copy that. I want you to go close behind Carlson, give him like 150 yards or so.
Blue, be advised, green is on the opposite side of the island passing the town right now.
Red team, where you at?
We're at the bottom of the
Alright, let's move up to these 3 houses here.
Copy on it. Move to the point of fire, move to the point of fire, on the map.
Thomas, we might need that AT if that BTR gets moving in our direction.
Over here, guys. Here, southwest.
Hey, be advised, green got an enemy outpost to our southwest that does have people manned, but we're behind a mountain, they can't see us.
Roger that, try and remain undetected if possible.
Yep, they can't see us.
Blue team, Carlson, you guys secure that little tiny town there. Red team, fall behind.
Roger that.
Okay, keep moving southwest until you see the base and then start putting your fire down there.
Brady, watch that outpost directly to our 059. That guy up there can see us. See him up there? Yep, he's shooting at us. Keating, go more towards the land. Yep, go that way. Alright.
The village is clear.
Yeah, hug the island, that way this mountain covers us.
Then we're going to advance on the gate.
Carlson, get in good position. There's lots of trees and hills between you, so that when they get behind you.
Carl, Blue, be advised, green got spotted by one of the enemies in the observation posts.
Blue, I want you guys moving up to that blue marker in the forest. We're going to start putting fire on that base.
Keating, go ahead and hit land right here.
Yeah, Hauser, just try and get in there unscathed as best you can and just take out that radio tower. We're going to be distracting them from the front.
Roger, green is on land now. We're moving up to the hole. We're moving to the marked gap one.
Engaging on the towers.
Focus on the towers.
Keating, can you take point that way since Brady got the GL and I got AT?
One tower down.
Tower.
Keating, you head and take point, please.
With Roger, heavy sniper rifle fire from the enemy base.
Roger, we're doing our best to take out the towers.
Roger. Green's moving up the hill now.
South, to the village.
Roger that.
Hey, Brady, Keating, directly 036. There's one of the observation posts. See a guy up there. He's still up. I see his gun. Think you can pop a GL and hit that roof?
Nope.
We hit him.
More fire from blue team and green team. Come on, guys. Red team. It's hustle. We need to get more fire.
Green's moving up, but there's a. We're at the gap now.
Support
Red
fire
team,
on
once
there.
you get here, we're gonna hit the gate. No, I want
Green is at the gap.
Fire. I want green team.
Green's already firing. Green's already firing.
Oh, Roger that. All right.
We're at the gap.
Keep going.
So smoke out, guys. We're making a push.
Smoke out. All right. Smoke out. Smoke on the front gate. Come on, let's go.
I'm gonna frag that observation post, guys. Green. Frag out, green. Down. Alright.
Hun is on you.
Roger
One
that,
down.
Right behind you.
Alright, green, let's start pushing in.
Keep moving to the gate, red team.
Frag out.
Frag out with you.
Green's moving into the outpost.
Roger that. Blue's on the front gate.
Roger, do you want me to... Hey, do you want green to take out this BTR?
Yeah, if you can.
Alright, green, watch out. I'm gonna hit at this. Green, get away from the BTR. Green, move away from the BTR.
All right, red. Let's start moving in with blue. All right.
Backblast clear, green.
Roger.
Firing. I only took the wheel out.
You got a single shot launcher, and you got multiple.
Single.
Roger that.
It's disabled though.
All right.
Oh, it's cooking! It's cooking! It's cooking! Green, watch out! That cooking's gonna kill us.
Red, blue. I want us pushing through southeast. All right, southeast. We're gonna focus our way straight to that radio tower.
Yep, BTR's down.
Blue team, I want you guys looking southeast. All right. Make sure you hit this to the side. Let's move. We gotta push quick.
The APC is down. Blue.
Roger that. Blue team is on the barracks.
Roger. Green's still. We're just working our way around. We can't really move past the BTR because it's still cooking.
Roger that.
Hey, Brady, did you take that guy in that outpost out over there to the west? Alarm's going off.
Yeah, I hear it. Alright, those secondaries aren't going to let us towards that. We're not going to be able to...
Green is with blue and red.
Alright, blue team, I want you guys to head back to the gate. I want to secure the front gate. Hun and Brunson, secure the front gate.
Where's the objective, guys?
With me.
On my way.
Enemy helicopter, I hear helicopter.
We got anything to take out this tower with? We got charges, anything like that?
Negative. Enemy attack chopper dead ahead, directly above.
Roger, find yourself some cover, trying to scavenge some prey.
Hey, if anybody comes across some rockets from dead EI, let me know. I'll take it and try to hit the chopper.
What's the objective, guys? We need to destroy that tower. Do we have any sort of combat engineer stuff?
Negative.
Alright, we still keep the intel, guys.
Roger that. Alright, red team, start moving through the, red team, start going through the place right now.
Copy that, we need to extract. Let's get out of here.
Chopper's smoking. Chopper's landing. Chopper's landing.
Get away from it.
Frag out. Frag out.
Green, get back to your boat, head back to the start. Red, blue.
Chopper's down.
Roger that.
Frag out. Blue or green, get out. Green, out the way we came. Green, out the way we came. I'm covering you at the gate.
Brunson and Hood, stay on the front gate. The rest of blue and red get over to you.
The rest of green is moving out towards the.
Go out. Okay, Red Team, stop moving back to the guys. Stop moving back to the guys.
Be advised, green is outside the base, moving to the boat.
Roger that.
I believe green lost Keating. It's just me and Brady.
Roger, we're waiting on the rest of red team. We're at the front gate.
Good job, Brady.
Red team, what's your status? There was an UAZ there. Grab that if you want.
Yeah, red, if you're still in there, grab that UAZ, get to the front gate.
Where do you want green to go? We're back at the boat.
Head back to the start.
Roger.
It's dead, Thomas. Okay, that's
what's
good,
your
guys.
status on that
Ceasefire,
UAZ?
ceasefire.
Roger.
Do we have a driver?
Nope, you're the driver. It's alright, I think we're just supposed to stop. Halls, do you want us to dismount from the boat?
Respawn main, please.
Alright. Respawn.
Sign up.
Keating just right, just a tiny bit. Perfect.
Moving out, Brim. Get his parade gear sorted after it's not.
Okay. Prim, is that your parade gear? All right, we'll figure that out later. We're not attention double control. Hit control twice, Prim. Prim.
Hit
Control
one.
twice. Hit one.
Push one.
Number key, one. Prim. Yeah, there we go. And then control. Yay! Okay, great. Couple idle thoughts, and I'll open up to PTSs. So really great maneuvering with as many people, and lots of different voices over the radio. Great leadership, guys. Really appreciate it. really just quick overall, and I appreciate that, especially when we're using things like vehicles and stuff like that. Just really great getting in there and just going and adjusting on the fly, right? That LZ didn't work, so let's move up to the north or whatever. That line didn't work, let's move to the left or whatever. Really good job. Good job. We tried to throw a couple curveballs in there. Did a pretty good job of catching them early and marking them. I especially liked how you guys did patrol routes and stuff like that. A couple of comments, though. The first thing is I saw no TRPs, right? So when we went into the base, I think we had a pretty good feeling for like what was in there, but we didn't really do a good job of orienting the base for an assault, right? And so this became most apparent when we were right there. Blue team was at the front gate, and green team did a great job of coming up behind, and red team was right there for the support, but it wasn't clear who was attacking what. Our entire plan was revolving around the fact that someone was coming from one side and the other person was coming from the other side. It took us really long to figure out what the objective was, and we marked it in the wrong place. We marked a few things in the wrong place. So I don't think we had a really great game plan of breaching and then picking where we wanted to go, right? So I marked on the map. You see, I would have done it a little bit differently. I would have done TRP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I might even put them in the color of the team that was assigned that particular tower, right? I would have given blue the TRP 1 and 2, green teams 3 and 4, and red teams 5 and 6. That way, when we assault, we're doing it hard, we're doing it fast, and we all know what we're doing other than just kind of running willy-nilly and killing shit. Obviously, if that was PvP, it'd have been a total shit show. And the last thing I'll say was when we commit. Right. We were kind of dipping our toes in the assault a little bit. We were like, oh, I think I should shoot now. And we backed up. But then once we got rolling, we threw smoke and we just pushed in and we killed it. So good job overall. But be more considerate before we make an assault of planning out who's doing what. Other than that, I'll open up for PTSs. Second Lieutenant.
Cool. When you're observing, make sure, as Hall said earlier, take note of what you can't see. If you open your map and look south of the village, there's a little draw there that runs down to the water, and there's a dock. There's a guy chilling there. As you guys advanced, he moved up on your left flank and started shooting, and took a long time for people to react to him. I kind of saw people just running away from the fire, and no one actually shot back for a minute. So as you commit to that route of advance, watch those areas that you weren't able to look at, because chances are there might be something there. If not, you keep going, but those should be kind of your primary concerns. What are the unknowns aside from, possible enemy contact in front of you? And regarding TRPs, I might even just number the buildings in there, and then exactly have TRPs for more landmarks.
Yep.
That's all.
No, that's a good call. I was just using it for an example, but it's important to set guideposts, guys. And that way everyone's aligned to what's going on, right? So we had some great marks in there. I think you guys caught pretty much everything, which is awesome. But again, it wasn't super clear on who was assigned what. So that's the next step in it. I think, Hauser, you were next?
Yeah, when green started, when we started actually assaulting, we pushed in right away, and it almost got a little confusing. I think when we break into actually 3 teams, we should separate into other channels, because sometimes I think it just, especially for the new people, it gets a little confusing when we have 3 people. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm saying green push in. If you know what I mean, somebody new doesn't hear the green, they just start, you know what I mean, might just start running in. So maybe when we actually break into 2, more than 2 teams, we should, you know what I mean, just have different radios. Frequencies, just so that way it's not real cluttered.
Good suggestion. I think the chaos is fun, though.
Agreed.
Probably no more.
First off, I would like to apologize. Apparently my microphone was disabled. I unplugged it before because it was bugging. So that's why you probably didn't hear me. Yeah. But what happened is, this is mostly just sort of this is partly my fault, because as I didn't realize my microphone, but at the same time, I got left behind. So at some point while we were taking fire up on the hillside, I got shot in the leg, and that caused my guy to fall into the ocean. So I was fighting. It seems a really funny story, but I was fighting against a tide to swim with a shot leg, leg bugged out, and so I walked all the way to Corporal Halls. And then we had a respawn. So as much as from what I heard, you guys did great, but or not great, but good. Just keep an eye out for those who get shot in the leg without a mic.
Yep, don't get shot in the leg. Story of the day. Spence?
Yeah, I had a quick question about the marking I made in between when Blue went between the two islands. Was there actually an outpost there, or was it just in such a way that they really couldn't effectively fire on Blue? Because I'm the one who marked that, and I didn't know.
There was nobody over there unless the second lieutenant was playing games with you. But there, that exclamation point, I mean, that's a good place to hide, right? So I think it's important as you're scouting out and planning routes to be like, okay, if I was the enemy, especially in PvP situations, right? PvE is one thing, but in PvP, like, where would you hide? I think for time's sake, I just push you guys down the middle and ensure there's nobody there. But in a PvP situation, you'd also consider that. So good mark, but there wasn't anybody there. Hauser, last one?
Yeah, I was just going to say about that island where the black exclamation point was, there was nobody, but I think where the two red circles are that second lieutenant marked with the like the little outpost, the little observation post ones, I believe there was guys in those outposts, because when we came around I did see two guys in outposts on those, like, in towers, but the way the hills were, we were blocked right away, so they couldn't see us.
Yep. Good, nice. Keating, go ahead. Last one. I can't hear you. Yell, please. Control tab. Still can't hear you.
His mic's messed up. I hear him trying to talk.
Wah, 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 wah. You want to type in chat real quick? I'm not sure exactly what that means. But anyway, just my last words of wisdom again are, I was. There was one of the towers that had a really good view. I put marksman in pretty much every single tower on purpose. So yeah, I'll just close with saying that good job, everybody. Learning experience for today would be after we've had a chance to marketplace, think about in the assault, who does what, right? And focus on the objective. Focus on the objective. Good job. Really proud of you guys. I'm super excited what the squad's going to do. I know we have a lot of new guys. But that's great because you guys are all really, really amazing and impressive. So get hustle, get out there, pub some more, play games, and I'll see you on Steam. With that, I'm going to take us out. CP1S3, attention. All right, Prim, just right. PO3, Spence, Elmore. Nope, that's not a line. Come on, guys.
Spence, move back. Move.
Come on, guys, come on. Look right. Use Alt and look right. Come on, don't turn.
Prim, half step forward.
Ghost, your Spence, Elmore, half step forward.
Spence,
can't line straight, can't shoot straight. That'll do, Corporal.
Exchanging pleasantries.
Indeed, thank you for accommodating. Thought hustle.
CP1S3 and guess Breezy arms. Order arms. Good hustle, everyone. Watch the forums. Prim, stay after for like 10 seconds so we can fix your uniform, please. Come over here. Thank you, everyone. You're dismissed. Go, go, go. Get out of here. Prim, over here.
Keating, are you talking? Because I can't hear you. Yeah, no, you're.
Oh, now you have it. What's going on?
LT just gave us
I'm not
the
Scarface,
hills
but you
have
sound
eyes
very
moment.
jovial.
Hey, how did you guys delete a
Alright,
mark
looks like
off
you have it
the
sorted, though.
map?
Do you have the rest of your kits
Just
sorted?
put your mouse over it and then hit delete.
Do you have the rest of your kits sorted?
And you can delete anybody's marks, so be careful.
LT, you just gave us
So be careful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
gave us the invasion of the body snatchers look there.
All right, Carlson. I just added one demo
There you
charge to this loadout, so I got a demo
Yeah.
and firing device with my AT.
Hey.
If I don't need it though, I'm dropping it because this makes me quite heavy.
Yeah, you make sure you keep your demo. I'll make sure I keep my rangefinders. Deal?
Deal.
That's fun. You guys are fun.
I love Carlson. He's my buddy.
Bro, just make sure you're straight
Aw.
for Thursday, man.
Love you too, buddy.
Hauser, take me up behind the barn and put me out of my
Take care,
misery.
man. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to see this too.
No, mine.
No.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Hey, one shot, not like a whole clip.
Says who?
We're supposed to put him out of his misery, not mutilate his body. He said, "I'm just putting holes in him."
I leave nothing for the crows. They won't pick him apart.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Good
it was
job.
fun.
Thanks, Renee.
GG.
No, it was good. It was good. You guys did really good.
Yeah, no, that was very fun.
Yeah, even though Keating, his mic was all messed up, he still did all right. I made him go on point, and then I think he died.
All the privates are doing. All the privates are doing good, man.
I know. I told you they're fantastic.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Half
I
of
just
them.
realized that.
Hey, your mic works.
Yeah, it's plugged into the wrong port.
Fucking people don't have their mics working.
Yeah, like I told you to go on point, and you didn't answer me, and I saw your little waves above your head. I'm like, all right, he's talking, so just go on point.
Yeah, I was like talking the whole time. I was talking on the boat.
Yeah, definitely didn't hear you.
There we go.
Hey, there we go.
No,
Everybody's
I'd rather
mic's
knock
working.
down my Ethernet cable.
No worries. No worries. Good job.
All right, I'm gonna
Alright.
DC before the server gets rebooted.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, no, I
diss.
just-
See ya.
Minutes.
10
Yeah.
seconds. I'm gonna do it in a second.
Yep. DCing. Oh, I didn't get a chance to DC.
That was interesting.